Alrighty, so today I'm in Fredericksburg, Texas, and I'm shooting 100 ISO black and white Ilford on my Canon AU1 program. We're gonna shoot about 36 rolls, and then on Monday, which you'll see later in the video, I will be developing this and showing you the whole process. Right now, you're just gonna see some B-roll of me getting the shots off this week, and take it from there.
Waits on the crest of a wave, her angels in flame. She has no pain. Like a child, she is pure, she is not to blame. Poised for flight, wings spread bright, spring from.
Alright, so for this shot, we're gonna go for a wide. It's a little grasshopper right there. We're gonna go for a great depth field, and so essentially what this means is that we are gonna try to capture as much detail as possible, and to do so is you're gonna use an aperture of, let's see, f11 or f8, and so the smaller, or in this case the bigger number that you go to will determine how much is in focus, I guess. So see, we have these vineyard areas over here, and so if I want to capture all the detail of the leaves, I'm going to have to use f8. And so when we do that, you're going to look through your light meter, and there should be a number, and it's telling me f8. And so if I'm going to shoot at 1/500th of a second, I'm going to move this to 1/8. I'm going to cock back this, hear that beautiful sound, and that means we're ready to go. We're going to line up the shot, and we're gonna fire away. So that's kind of what the shot looks like. Now I got a good shot ready to be developed. Here's another perfect example of a great depth of field. For this one, we're gonna get down a little lower, make us like we're in the point of view of an animal, I guess. And so for this one, it's telling me 5.6, and I don't want that. That's what the light meter is telling me. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the shutter speed down to from 500 to 2/50th of 1 second, and that will make the aperture and the light meter adjust better. And so now it's telling me I can shoot at f8, and so we're going to cock it back. Ready? Boom, beautiful sound. We're going to use the manual focus since there's no autofocus on here, and we're going to fire away. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Another shot ready to go. And so when you shoot film, like I said earlier, you only have around 36 shots, depending on how well you load the film in the first time. So I'm at 18 shots. So we got a couple more to go. And when you see me in the next part of the video, you will see the development process. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually planning on doing a full detailed explanation on how the chemicals work for developing black and white film and how to load the film into a reel and do all the post-processing in the darkroom. But when I was doing this, I found it a lot harder to film and develop the film properly, just due to I had to be on my phone using the timer, and if I'm focusing getting video, then it can make me leaving the chemicals in the film in too long and then potentially wasting the film. So I made the decision just kind of to give up on the explanation part and just shoot some B-roll. So that's kind of what you're seeing here. Though I didn't film the very important parts of the steps to this process, one of the most important is to always clean up after yourself. Alrighty, so I just left the darkroom and I developed what is known as a contact sheet. So a contact sheet is you basically put all your negatives onto a blank sheet and you burn it into the paper using the enlarger. So you can kind of get an idea of what you want to print in full size and what's overexposed. So I was able to create some prints. So this is one I did at Buc-ee's on the way back from Fredericksburg. When I was doing the large depth of field at the vineyards, this is what that looked like. And I went to Precision Cameras also, which I did not record, but I shot some models on my AE1 on film. And so, I mean, this is kind of the reason why I like film. I like the whole process of being in the dark room and getting everything developed. I don't know. I mean, I shot this one on digital, but I still prefer how the black and white looks on a real print rather than digitally making it black and white. You can kind of see there's a purple hue to this, while this is strictly just black and white. I think that's kind of the beauty of black and white, is that it's not perfect, but to me it is perfect, and I like some of the imperfections. And I think in some ways it outweighs or beats shooting digital. But the problem with shooting film in today's day and age is that there's only one company, Kodak, that's still developing 35mm film in New York. So without our constant support of buying film and buying RC paper and buying and fitting 35mm cameras, we can keep this industry alive, which is what I want everybody to do, because I would be heartbroken if in 50 years we don't have 35mm film to load into our cameras. So if you like this video, consider picking one up. I have an AE1 program. You can get one for around $150. Black and white roll film is about $15, $10. You can shoot color on any film camera. If I can't develop color, neither can UHCL. But if you go to Austin or Precision Camera in Houston, there's tons of places where you can get it developed. I would very much look into it. Even if you get a disposable camera from CVS and have them do it, that's a great gateway into the analog life. I don't like that way because it's kind of wasteful and you just throw away the camera after. Where you can get, I shoot with an Olympus MJU, which is very similar to a disposable camera, but it runs on batteries and I can use that forever. So it doesn't have to be wasteful and it doesn't have to be expensive. And I seriously recommend everyone look into the film life. Thank you.